So let's see what your focus here is going to be during October, Libra. Well, it does look like there seems to be missing information. It seems like you're either trying to leave a situation, you're trying to move forward, you're trying to move out of difficult or maybe tempestuous waters, because we do have the Six of Swords coming up in reverse. Now, you can see that it looks pretty dark. But you may be trying to leave behind a tempestuous situation or a stressful situation. But for whatever reason, you lack the ability to do so. And it seems like there's something hidden from you. You're lacking the information. You're lacking the full story. Maybe you're waiting on communication. You're waiting on something to be revealed. And in October, it could be, after Mercury turns direct, which I believe it will do on October 9th, that you get that information, because I do see information coming to you in October. So whatever you need to move forward, or whatever you feel is just, maybe you're just feeling out of sorts when October starts, Libra. There may be a lot of just emotional, you may be feeling emotional at the beginning of October, and maybe it's anger or frustration at this inability to move forward. Just know that's probably, for most of you, I feel like a sign of Mercury retrograde. So you may not want to act on those feelings until after Mercury turns direct, because you may be convinced that someone has, deceived you in some way, or and this would be someone close to you that you feel disappointed in, Libra. But you may not have all the information about that. So I would advise waiting, because it seems like more truth is going to come out, or the truth of the situation will come to light in October, but it may not be exactly what you're thinking. Now, Libra, if you are hiding something in October, it could be that maybe you told someone and they told your secret. So if you're watching this, especially on the September side, definitely be careful who you share information with. Especially anything that you want to, kind of keep under wraps or keep to yourself, because I feel like this person may not be trustworthy, or someone you share this with may not be as trustworthy as you would like or thought they were. So again, anything you don't want getting out, Libra, mum's the word. Really, I would recommend not telling anyone for right now. And then for some of you, I feel like this has a lot to do with work, because I've got some pentacles coming up here. So if you're thinking about leaving, if you're looking for a job, maybe these are coworkers. I wouldn't share that with anyone, because it seems like maybe someone will tell your boss, or it'll start getting around the office, and that, unless you want that to happen, I would definitely keep a close lock on anything you don't want anyone else to know in October, Libra. Now, I do see communication coming to you, and so whatever you've been waiting on, maybe some of you were waiting. You interviewed in September. You've been waiting to hear back from a job, it's this is what this is. You feel like, oh my gosh, have they forgotten about me? Why haven't I heard? And then as we move through October, it does seem like you do get information back. Now, I feel like for a lot of you, this is one that it looks like to me it's going to be different for all of you. I think you'll hear back. Now, some of you may need to take the initiative and send another email or check in with this job. And if it's one you felt very strongly about, because I feel like some of you did interview or have recently been trying to make a career change or job change that you felt very strongly about, or very kind of pulled to do, a step that you felt very pulled to take. And, or maybe you interviewed and you just felt, oh, this is a really cool place. I really like the energy or the vibe of this place. Now, some of you may even be considering taking a pay cut to leave a bad situation behind. Maybe that's what you're dealing with. Maybe that's what with the Six of Swords here, because you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed over here, which that means that you may have to take a bit of a step backwards to get out of a negative work situation, but it may be good in the long run. Again, it's always wise, if you can, Libra, to put off starting new jobs or accepting positions when Mercury is retrograde. So you're probably going to wait until at least after October 9th to accept any positions. Now, that always comes with the caveat, life goes on no matter what the planets are doing. If you need money now and you have to, or you can't stand the situation another second longer, you got to do what you got to do. So, definitely don't stay in a situation or don't stay unemployed just because Mercury is retrograde. But if you can, signing contracts, starting new things, it's not ideal to start them in Mercury retrograde. Does it mean it's not going to work out or that it's always doomed? Nothing like that. But yeah, there may be discussions around salary. It may be that you can kind of negotiate. I do feel like if you're starting a new job, Libra, in October, you may not get everything you want, but I feel like there's a good chance that, this can turn into something better. So if you are taking a pay cut or considering that to get out of a negative situation, for most of you, it does seem that, this is going to be a good move in the long run because you get out of this negativity, and it may be worth what you have to give up. I've been in that situation before, and it was well worth it. It was well worth the pay cut, in my opinion, because I'm just one of those people that if it's a negative work situation, I can't deal with that. I'm not really much of a 9-to-5er anyway, and I really don't do well with people in authority. So I tend to, I'm kind of like, I need to be my own boss, and it took me a while to discover that. But yeah, I could not, I did several times actually switch jobs because I just didn't like the vibe. I didn't like the people. I didn't like the way the company was run. So maybe that's what you're dealing with here in October, Libra. Now, for some of you, it may be that you had a really good hunch on something, but it turns out that either the job is not quite ready, maybe there's a delay around it, or there's a delay around the start date. Because again, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it can talk about, not everything is as you would want, or you may not reach a financial goal. But I don't think it's totally out of the question. It seems like the decision is up to you. But those of you, again, who are waiting to hear back, you may just want to send a little zing, a little reminder out. Especially if you haven't heard anything by October 9th, because Mercury will be going forward again, and you should hear back. But some of you may find out that, we did decide to not hire for this right now. But if that's the case, it does seem like for most of you, it's just going to be delayed. But maybe they are delaying it for quite some time, like until next year or something of that nature. So it doesn't mean it's out of the realm of possibility that you'll be getting it. But it may be a bit of a wait. You may have to stay in this situation longer than you had hoped, or longer than you would like. Now, the help that's going to be available to you. Up here, we do have the King of Wands in reverse. Now, this is normally, I'm trying to angle these so you can get a good look at them. This is a sign this is a card that's normally associated with the signs of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, the fire signs, but not always. In these general readings, again, if this were a private reading, that would be the case, but this is a general reading, so it does not have to be male, it does not have to be a fire sign. But someone who is showing the traits of a fire sign. And so this is coming up in the help position. There's some kind of disruption. Maybe this could be someone in your family who is stirring up drama, causing some problems. And it could be someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. Because, this has connections to the past and specifically family. So some of you may be dealing with, this could be coming up because we have Othel here, which is normally the sign of family, inheritance, property. Those of you, okay, getting a clear message. This is not going to be for all of you. I do feel like this is more specifically for some of you. Those of you who are buying a home or purchasing a home, if that got delayed in September, or if maybe even you lost out on a home because of this guy, because this doesn't have to be someone that you know very well, but that you had dealings with in the recent past. This could be someone that outbid you on a home. It can be a realtor that kind of maybe was not the best on follow through, but maybe you lost a property you really wanted, and this person got it, but now he's decided he doesn't want it. So then you're next, you may get a call from your realtor saying, "No, that sale didn't go through. Are you still interested in this property?" So there may be something coming back from the past that was, when it happened, a disruption and quite unexpected around family property or a situation from the past that you get another shot at here. Libra. Maybe the timing wasn't right in September, but the timing may be right in October. If you are trying to sell your home, or if you are trying to get a good deal on a property that you're selling in October, it does look like through this person who you may not really like all that much. Maybe this is the buyer. Maybe he's kind of been a pain to deal with, but you finally sell a home. Now, for some of you, this may be a family member who is coming back into your life, you're reconnecting with. It may be somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. It doesn't have to be a family member. This could just be someone connected to your past that you haven't spoken to in a while, who was always a bit drama-rama. And he can be a bit selfish, the King of Wands in reverse. It's kind of, when the court cards are in reverse, they do tend to exhibit the more negative side of the signs or of that element. And for this, it's extreme selfishness. So maybe this is someone who is, there was an argument or he caused disruption in your life. And it caused you to sever ties, or maybe he severed ties. This could be somebody you divorced. Who is maybe coming back around Libra, but this is coming up in the help position. So this guy, whether his actions were disruptive or not, whether they're disruptive or not in October, he is going to be helping you out with something, or maybe it's just to get closure on a situation. If this was a more emotional situation or a more emotional relationship. And for some of you, this could be someone who passed unexpectedly, and you find out they left you an inheritance, Libra. That's the most obvious way that this can work out. And if there's been disruption around that in October, you may get news that this is moving forward, or you'll finally maybe get a date of when this will all be settled, and you'll be able to get whatever this person left to you. Now, what can't be changed about October? We have the Eight of Pentacles and reverse. So again, I do feel like some of you are, you're kind of sticking it out in a job that you're not thrilled with. And that will kind of harken back to this Six of Swords in reverse that we had over here in the focus section. But what can't be changed is that you are going to be determined to leave a situation that is, you're just done with it. This could be because of the environment. I just feel like there's been conflict in a situation. Now, this can't be work. This can't be your home life. Maybe some of you are in a relationship with this guy, a marriage or a partnership. Maybe he's your roommate, he or she, again, because this can be a male or a female. But it's just you're fed up. You're fed up, and you have gotten fed up. Things have happened to get you fed up because you are supposed to leave this situation, Libra. So in October, I think that if you weren't determined before October, you will become determined to leave whatever this situation is. And for some of you, it is a domestic. It's arguments and fights with those closest to you. Again, for some of you, it can be family, but for others, it is a work situation. And you are going to go after what you want. So Those of you who are ready to leave, again, you're going to find an opportunity, but you may have to kind of give up something to get something. There's some sacrifice going on here. It'll really be different for all of you, just how badly you want to leave that situation. Again, that would be more of a private reading. We could look at your specific options and take a look at that. But and for those of you who, haven't been looking around or haven't been considering getting out of this situation, leaving this relationship, leaving this living situation, leaving this job, it does say in October, something may happen to cause you to do that because you're supposed to, and you will be victorious. You will go after this with very focused on improving, particularly your financial situation. Now, in the outcome, I do see you guys coming together. I do see that you have people supporting you, wanting to take you out. So a lot of you, this will be just maybe going out, having a good time with your friends. And they're going to take your mind off your troubles with temperance here in the reverse. I feel like you're going to be able to vent to people about, whatever this situation is and any other frustrations. But you may just get some really good advice from your friends, because I do feel, or your family, whoever's taking you out for your birthday. I feel like you got really good advice. They're willing to support you in your decisions. I think you're going to have a good time while you're out. Some of you may be going to a casino, or your friends are taking you somewhere where there's gambling. I'm seeing slot machines, and so some of you may be going to Vegas or Atlantic City, or somewhere where there's a lot of cards and roulette, and you can be really lucky, but don't take more than you can afford to lose, because again, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed there, definitely set your limit on what you can stand to lose, and don't take any more than that. But you may get very lucky, and I would say stop at that point. I know it's tempting to go on, but once you get lucky, that's the case, because you have a need here. So they're like, you could be in for a tough lesson if you go past the point of temperance in reverse. Also talks about extremes. In the upright, it's about moderation in all things. In the reverse, is like going a little wild. Now, it is your birthday month, so you can go a little wackadoo, and you deserve it. But, don't put yourself in the poorhouse, or don't take crazy risks in October. A little risk is okay. An extra $100. Just be like, okay, I'll give up Starbucks for a month, or whatever you can justify to yourself. But just keep that in mind. I do see a good time, though, for you with your nearest and dearest, and people who are actually going to help you and support you in these decisions that you are making. Because it looks like, Libra, some of you have a big decision that you are, again, kind of waiting on more information, waiting to hear back. I do think that's going to come in October, and you will have the information to make that decision.